had this right now, it won't get right. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm excited. Hold on, my phone just fell. I'm excited about this video. As you can see, the smile on my face, ear to ear. But yeah, guys, as you can see from the title, I am doing a live recap of Big Brother 23. I am so excited for more reasons than one. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it because I don't want this video to be long. It took me a minute to even try to get on here to do the video. Like it took me a whole 2 hours to try to get everything together and get kids settled down. But anyways, I am here now and I am so super excited. So I got my notes on my phone. I'm not gonna recap a lot of the cast name and go through that all over again because it's like everywhere on YouTube. If you are into Big Brother, you know exactly who to go to for all the YouTube stuff. There's many of people that already do it. I just wanted to jump in this year as my first time recapping and doing discussions because I always like to just have little discussions about Big Brother and like my thoughts on it and what I would have done and what someone else would have done. So yeah, I think this is going to be very cool, very fun to do it for my first time. So yeah, I'm gonna just do weekly uploads because I just figured that would be easier for me to do. So I'm just gonna do on a weekly basis a rundown, and they won't be long. At least I'm gonna try to keep them under an hour, but minimum 30 minutes. Well, not minimum, but maybe 20 minutes. Depends on the week. And I'm gonna say this now. I like the live feeds, but I don't watch them because I'm the kind of person, I love Big Brother. Yes, I do. I love the live feeds. But the thing is, I don't really like to be spoiled. I don't like to hear all the spoilers. That's the only downside. And it's like, I really be wanting to watch and stay up and watch the live feeds every day. But to be honest, I love watching the edited versions of the show, if that makes sense. I like watching the show. So being that if I watch the live feeds and see everything that happened before the show, it doesn't make it that good for me. I think I may be the only Big Brother fan that feels that way. I may not. I'm sure I'm not, but I feel that way. Because I feel like I should be watching the live feeds, but that's just not my forte. I like to watch the show and be surprised and be shocked. Then I like to go back and watch all the live feeds and then understand, okay, why that happened, how this happened. Because the downside to just watching the edited shows is that you don't really know what happened between each episode because there are things that happen that they don't air. And so sometimes you'll be wondering like why they didn't do this or why they didn't do that or why did she tell him this? But because sometimes there's things that are shown in the live feeds that are not on the episodes. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the week. Starting of course with the live move-in, which I really enjoyed. And as I talk about the first episode, I'm going to also put my intake on each cast member. That way this video won't be super long. I don't want to just go into each cast member name and then go on what I think about them and then go into the week. I'm going to talk about them as they come up throughout the week. So that way this video won't be super long. So I'm going to have my phone up because I don't have any notes, y'all. This was like spur of the moment. And I just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just do it. Fears aside, I'm going to do this video. So, okay. So, of course, episode 1, live move in. They always move in groups of 4s. But this year, they did like last year, and moved in groups of 4, and they had to do a competition immediately, upon moving into the house. So the first 4, let me find my notes. I'm going to try to remember. Y'all, I don't have my notes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So wait a minute. Wait, no, 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 no. Well, anyway, let me do this because I don't have my notes and I don't want this to be super long. But anyway, the first four move in. I can't remember the first four off the top of my head right now. But the first four guys move in. They do this competition. Of course, y'all already know based off the other YouTubers. They do a live game. They got to put a puzzle together. And who does it first is the winner of that round. And they get to move on in hopes to be able to compete and be the first HOH of the season. So the winner was, of course, the winner was Frenchie. Let's see, do they show who they move in with? Oh, okay, here we go. The first four that competed was Travis, Derek F, Frenchie, and Xavier. So, okay, Travis is the sales tech consultant. I don't have anything to say about him. And see, I had my notes of who was in each order. I think I'm just gonna put that in another video of my thoughts on and my orders and who my rankings of all the cast members. I'm gonna put that in another video. This is just gonna be purely a recap and then some opinions of mine as we go. So it was Travis, Derek F, Frenchie, and Xavier. Frenchie won the first this first set of four that came in. Frenchie won. So then the second move in was the four girls. It was Whitney, Aza, Brittany, and Alyssa. Whitney won. Whitney won her out of her leg. The next group were the next four guys, and they were Brent, Christian, Derek X, and Kylan. Christian won out of this group. Then the final four girls come in. They were Sarah Beth, Hannah, Claire, and Tiffany. And Claire won out of this grouping. Okay. So with that being said, now those four winners that I just named, they go on and they're going to be the captains of the teams. They go on and pick the teams and they use this like slot machine type thing. And there's two players that come up and they have to choose between the two players. And that's how they got the teams. And they kept doing that until everybody was on the team. So the teams end up being Frenchie's team called the Jokers consists of Aza, Brittany, and Derek F. Whitney's team called the Aces consists of Brent, Derek X, and Hannah. Krishna's team called the Kings consists of Alyssa, Xavier, and Sarah Beth. And Claire's team called the Queens consists of Kylan, Tiffany, and Travis. Okay, so now they go into this next set of the game where they have to compete for who will be HOH. It's a group challenge, but the captains of each of those that I just named oversee building the cards that they have to hold up, and then they have to press the button, and who builds the cards without them falling first, that group is safe, and also that captain is the head of household. So the winner ended up being Frenchie's team, the Jokers. And the last team was the Kings. They were last. So they became have-nots for the week. Womp, womp, womp. Yes. Xavier, Alyssa, Sarah Beth, and Christian are have-nots for the week. So they're on strictly slop. And the winners again is Frenchie's team, the Jokers, consist of Aza, Brittany, and Derek F. Okay, then go on. So it's the year is based off the beach theme / casino theme. And Frenchie is being told by Julie that he has a double or nothing challenge to do that will have his group and himself safer, not just 1 week, but 2 weeks. And of course, he did not do it. Would I have done it? No, I said the same thing. I was so glad that he did not do it because from my opinion, you don't want to start, you know, putting yourself out too much. Like you're already head of household. You won, you know, you've already won 2 competitions, and then to put yourself and others on the line. I think it's just too early to be doing all that. So I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have played the game. But of course, CBS being CBS, they wanted Frenchie to now, well, let's see what you would have done if you would have said yes. So they told him to, 42 seconds, roll the dice. He had to make sure they land on the platform, both dice. Now, this is where I feel like Frenchie messed up. Because as soon as she said that, I was like, throw the challenge. Frenchie, throw the challenge. At least that's what I was saying, screaming at the TV. I'm like, Frenchie, please throw the challenge. I'm hoping he's throwing the challenge. Okay, Frenchie does it. He's throwing. I think maybe 10 or 8 seconds, something like that. He got the last dice on. He got the first one on, then he got the last dice on. I'm like, Frenchie, you supposed to be throwing this. You don't want to put more of a target on you than you already have. You won 2 competitions. Now you're gonna win this, and y'all could have had safety for 2 weeks. Like I just feel like he should have thrown that. That was the perfect time to throw it, being that you had nothing to lose, you had nothing to gain. And in my, even though it's something small, I think that he could have took that as a big advantage later down the line. Right now, it may not matter, but either next week or later down the line, they're gonna notice Frenchie, like, there's a threat. I mean, it may not matter, but I just feel like why win when you didn't have to, right? So that's just me. I think that was a big mistake on Frenchie. So anyway, yeah, he did that. So then Um, yeah, he did it in 45 seconds, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much it. So I'm glad that was quick because really week one was only one episode because I'm not going to cover the live feeds, like I said. But since I have a little more time, I am going to go over the list of the cast members and what my opinions are on them. Since we do have time. Because it's just 12 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna read and go through them really quick. I'm not gonna have the pictures on the screen or anything, but yeah. So Alyssa Lopez, she's 24 from Sarasota, Florida. She is a swimwear designer. My first instinct about her, I really wasn't sure. I just feel like she'll probably go far, like at least to jury, but I'm not sure. She doesn't give a lot of information on her. Um, I'm not gonna open up the whole thing, but to read it again, I've already read all these things. But yeah, I don't. She may be in a showmance, but I don't know. She says she won't be, but you never know. I'm not. I'm like in between with her. I have to see like her in action more, I guess. Aza Awasam is 30 years old, Baltimore, Maryland. She's the director of sales and operations. Now, I really loved her because she was saying all the right things. She's a Big Brother fan. And I find it very unique that, she has like 47 uncles and aunts and 300 cousins. Like that's crazy. Her grandfather is a polygamist, so he had 6 wives. So that's pretty cool. I really think that that's going to help her down the line because she knows how to adapt to people and changes and environments. Um, she seems very likable. She's very pretty. Um, and what, like I said, what the questions she was answering in the videos and stuff, I really think she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm just curious to see how she, manages herself in the Big Brother house because I know it's probably not the same as being outside of the house. Then we have Brent Champagne. He's 28 for Cranston, Rhode Island. He's a flight attendant. When I first saw him in his bio, I was like, yeah, he's like the typical jock group. I'm gonna join with the guys. We're gonna steamroll through the um through the season and get all the weak players out. That's what I come to saw about him. So in the middle of my he was in the middle of my ranking, but as the episode went on, he became like up there because I really love the way he finessed Frenchie, not Frankie, Frenchie. I'm on a whole nother season. But I really like the way he, changed his fate around by just going up there talking to Frenchie when he did. I feel like the timing was right. Like he didn't go up there instantly, but he also didn't wait forever and risk being forgotten. Like he went up there, he talked, he charmed his way in, and Frenchie is all on board with him. And now he's not a target anymore. And I think that was just really, really good on his part. Brittany D'Angelo, 24, Niagara Falls. She's a kindergarten teacher. Yeah, I like her a lot, but I think she's gonna be the obnoxious one, and not in a bad way, but just like an easy target as far as maybe not week 1, but maybe week 2, 3, maybe 4. I don't see her making it to jury, but I do really like her. I hope. I heard that Claire may be doing like a girls alliance and that she may be a part of it, but I'm hoping that she doesn't like go back and tell stuff or like be so out there, slip up, or just be so friendly or try to go back and run and tell the guys. I feel like she's one of those people that she may be the one to leak the information about the girls group because she's just very loud and she just seems like that. Christian Birkenberger, 23, Harrington, Connecticut. He's a general contractor assistant. I had him at the very bottom, to be honest. I see him just like kind of getting along with Brent, and forming a guy group. Or he may just be one of the ones, I want to go in, have a good time, and kind of settle in the back and play the game late. But he's not really doing that now because he's kind of in the crossfires of Frenchie. He's Frenchie's target. Claire Rufus, 25. She was the one that replaced Christy, unfortunately. But I do love her. I don't know why they didn't have her in there at the first picking of the cast. I don't know why she was an alternate because I really love Claire. She's the one that wants to do the all girls, but I'm really nervous because the girls never stick together. They get too catty, they get too jealous, they get too envious, and we just need that balance with the girls and then that trust. We need the girls to just trust each other. She's from New York, New York. She's an engineer. And she's going to be the one that they need to look out for because she is a huge Big Brother fan, and I love her too. Next, we have Derek Frazier, 29, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's a safety officer. His dad is Smokey Joe Frazier. I don't know who that is, but he's famous, and I think it's kind of cool. I hope he does not go in there and tell it all. At all. I just hope he just goes in as Derek Frazier. Like, just don't even entertain the fact that that's your dad. Because people do treat you differently. They do change. I do feel that will happen. I think that was something I would keep to myself until I won the money. Till I won. Yeah. Because then they're going to assume things, and then it's going to be hard for you to try to stay in. And even when people are telling you things in your face, they may not be true for you behind closed doors because, they want to keep you close, but yet they'll be the first ones to get you out because of your relationship with the famous, boxer. Next, we have Derek Zhao, 24. He's Baltimore, Maryland. He has a startup company. Derek, I didn't know where to put him. He was one of the other ones that I didn't know much about, and I feel like he's in the middle. After watching episode 1, he's still in the middle. because I do feel like he could be the one to slip through the cracks to go up because people will probably keep him. Right now, it looks like he's a target, but yet he doesn't seem like a threat, if that makes sense. Like being a target and not so much of as a threat, I think is kind of good. So he may slip through because of that and make it to jury, but I don't know. I don't see him winning. I do see him being very competitive, even though right now he doesn't seem to be. But I think he's very competitive. They're gonna find out sooner or later that Derek X is very competitive. Frenchie 34, Camden, Tennessee. He's a farmer. He's one of the older ones. But he was like my last choice. I definitely remember that. And the reason why I did that is because I went and looking around on him. I heard he's like into Big Brother on Twitter and he's a big advocate of Big Brother. And the reason why I had him at the bottom and my, spidey senses are saying otherwise is because when you're a Big Brother fan, I just feel like it's even harder for you to play the game because you got so much judgment. You know the game, but I feel like you don't know the game. You just know other people's games. You don't know how you would really do when you actually get in the situation. And then being that you're a fan, you want to do everything. You want to do it all before your time is even up. Because you either you're gonna lose or you're gonna win. You don't know if you're gonna lose. You don't know how long you're gonna be in there. You just never know. So I think we're seeing that now. Like he's trying to do everything, like a backdoor, and he's switching so many targets. It's like, what are you doing, Frenchie? But so many people had him up high because of that, but I had him low because of that. Because it's just like I don't see him thinking clearly. Like I feel like that's kind of how I would be when I got into the Big Brother house. I would hope that I wouldn't, but I think because I'm such a fan and I would want to play, I would want to be on slop, I would want to punishment, I would want to be HOH, I would want to win comps, I would want to veto, I want to see OTEV, I want to see Zingba. It's just so much you want to do, and you're thinking, times 10, you just can't think, straight. And I think that's the problem he's running into, like right now. Like as far as the live feeds, when I've heard people talk about, he's kind of like all over the place. Hannah Chada, 21, Chicago, Illinois. She's a grad student. She is so smart, y'all. She has I think a doctorate degree. She's a grad student at a young age. I think 19, and she's had her. I don't know the numbers, but she's smart, y'all. I have to look it up again. She loves to dance like I do, but I see her being up there with as Isa. They're kind of similar to me. They both are smart. I feel like they'll both be very adaptable. I just feel like Isa will be much more, versed in this competition than Hannah would be because Hannah's age. I don't know if she's gonna peep game quickly or not. I don't know how her, radar is as far as knowing, kind of discerning if people are telling her the truth or lie, even though no one would really know. But some people can really pick up that stuff. And I don't know if Hannah would be able to do it. Like I see she has the book smarts and it seems like she may be very athletic. I'm just not sure how her social game would be. And that's what concerns me about her. We have Kylan Young. He's 29, San Bernardino County, California. He is an account executive. I love Kylan. I think I had him in my top 3 to win. He seems very well rounded to me. He knows the game. He's a Big Brother fan as well. And he just seems very I won't say prepare. He just seems like he's gonna know what he's gonna do when he gets in. Because first of all, he'll be able to get relationships with people because he seems so nice. And he's a nerd. He likes movies, but yet he can still hang with the jocks and the girls. I just feel like he's just gonna be very well rounded. Nobody really is gonna really want to get rid of him, and he doesn't come off as a huge, big threat competition wise. I think he's gonna be someone that they carry along, and then they'll want to cut him, jury. But I do think he's gonna go far. But I think people are gonna, in their minds, carry him. He's gonna get carried, but yet play the game, if that makes sense. I think he's gonna be more calculated than he comes across. He's not telling us the whole truth about what he's really gonna do. At least that's what I think. Sarah Stegall. This is Sarah Beth, by the way. She's Fort Myers, Florida. She's a forensic scientist. I love that. I always want to be a forensic scientist. But anyway, I'm not sure. I think she said she wanted to be a floater. Yes, that works. I just don't like watching floaters. I mean, I guess when it comes to the game of Big Brother, you want a different kind of person, every season. Like you want the floater, you want the jock, you want the girl, you want the athletic girl, you want the nerdy guy, the nerdy girl, you want the loudmouth. You want all those different dynamics, those types of personalities. So I guess what I want to say is I kind of want to see how she's gonna take that floating method and make it her own in the Big Brother house and see how far it really takes her. Because I don't see her doing really bad, but I'm curious to see what she does with it, because her social game is gonna have to be on 10 for that floating to work. And she's gonna have to work. She's gonna have to win when it's time. Okay. And I can see her being with the guys. I'm kind of like her with Brittany, but she's not as loud as Brittany. But I do see her being part of the girls, but then running back to the guys. Or at least one guy, or she may have like a guy to the 2-person alliance with a guy. Tiffany Mitchell is 40, Detroit, Michigan. She's a phlebotomist and a mother. I love her. She's top 3, I think, in mine, because she's older, but yet she doesn't come off as old. Like she seems like she's gonna be fun and not take on the mommy role. I can't explain it, but I think she's gonna be very fun to watch. She's definitely gonna play the game, and I think we're gonna see some new. Like I really think she's gonna play the game, and we're gonna see something different from her. She's gonna be that one where we see something like, she's gonna work it, but I'm just not sure how far she's going to go as far as the other cast members. They may eventually want to try to get rid of her. I do see her making it far, or at least to jury. Because her, Frenchie, and Whitney are fighting for family. Let me speed this up. Travis Long, 22, Austin, Texas. He is a tax consultant. Travis, I had him in the middle. I don't know. I had him towards the end. I just don't know. He just seems like I'm going to have fun and I'm on TV. I'm with Big Brother, which is cool. But it's just like I want to see somebody who's going to actually play the game. I want to see somebody who's going to play, whether that be floating or going hard. I don't care. Whitney Williams, 30, Portland, Oregon, makeup artist. I like Whitney for, as far as episode 1, I see she's going to be competitive. So that's good, because I did stereotype her as being, she's going to be in a showman. She's going to be the floater. She's going to be a flip-flopper, etc., etc. She's going to just be behind somebody and let them steamroll the game. And, she's going to take the credit. But I see her playing. She did good in the challenge, unless everybody else was throwing it. But I can see her going far, at least to jury. I don't know about winning. And Xavier Prather, 27, at Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's an attorney. He's a lawyer. Now, Xavier, I think I had him at number 2, but I do know he's at top 3. I have him up there, like, winning, up there with the winning people. Like, I really feel like he's going to charm the girls, charm the guys, sit in the middle, win when he needs to win, and throw challenges when he needs to win. I hope he gets his I hope he goes in there and don't do too much and play a Tyler type game, and where you got all these final twos, and then everybody's mad at you in the jury. I just hope he take some of that, but not all of that. And yeah, I think he's gonna make it far. Yeah, he's gonna make it far. And I think he's very knowledgeable of Big Brother too. So he's gonna know what he's doing. And like Derek L, I think Xavier should definitely keep his job, real job description to himself and let it roll. But my worry about Xavier, the fact that he did keep it to himself, he did mention that he did tell them that he was a bartender. Like I don't know how much he knows about bartender. I didn't really catch the reason why he chose bartendering because I feel like when you go into the house and you lie about something, you're gonna need to always have that, natural open dialogue about it, especially when you're doing heart to hearts or like, getting to know everybody or they getting to know you. You need to like have stories, have, little random things that can be easily relatable to someone else that pertains to the field that you say you work in. And that's my only downside to him. He being a lawyer, I hope that he can just make up something on the spot and get by. But that is my only thing that concerns me is like, how much do you really know about bartending? So, but yeah. So guys, we're 30 minutes in. I'm gonna end the video right here. I really, really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna, like I said, do this again once a week. I'm gonna go live and do weekly recaps of Big Brother. So the next live will probably be longer than this because there'll be more information. Being that they have 3 days under the belt for that week, and it was just one in this one. Um, so yes, guys, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments below. Let me know who you think is gonna win. Let me know if you think Frenchie did the right thing or if he should have thrown it, like I say. Yeah, and just let me know who you think who your favorite players is and who your least favorite player is. I forgot to say at the beginning, but if you are new to my channel, hi, I am Juan. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload next week. I don't just do reality, recaps. This is my first one. I do business vlogs, mukbangs, lifestyle and vlogs, and just random content. So if you want to see more or interested in more videos like this, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share the video with anyone and everyone you know. Yeah, and see you guys later. What?
You get talking to the camera like always.